Hey, welcome back, everybody. Now, in honor of Anti-Valentine's Day, we're going to be tackling termite and pest elimination.
The technical director of Braman Termite and Pest Elimination, Natasha Wright, here to discuss the habits of common pests ranging from bed bugs to kissing bugs and fire ants. You know what? Bugs gotta have love too.
Absolutely.
We just don't love that it's in our house when it happens.
I know.
So they kind of have weird mating?
The bed bugs have one of the weirdest or most bizarre mating strategies out there. I'll tell you right now that it's so bizarre that bed bugs actually have their own term for how they mate. It's called traumatic insemination. So just based on that term alone, you can already tell that it's probably very uncomfortable.
Yeah, that doesn't. I hate bed bugs.
Terrible.
I don't know. Not many people have experience with them, and it's good for them. I've been attacked by bed bugs before.
You have?
They leave the worst bites all over you that itch like crazy. So I want to know, is there any time when they're not mating? I feel like since they're indoor all the time, any day of the week.
Well, let me tell you. So the males, when they mate with the females, it's not typical. So they actually bypass the female genitalia altogether and actually poke a hole through her body cavity. So they're going straight through the body wall. Do they live? Yes, but the problem is the more this happens to a female, the more likely she is to die because you're causing an actual wound, which can get an infection, and the females obviously don't like this in the long term.
Right.
So that's where you get the term traumatic insemination from. Also, what is interesting about that is when you have very large populations of bed bugs, the females tend to move away from these groups because they don't want to keep getting poked in the side all the time.
Yeah.
So when you are picking up bed bugs at hotels or places like that, you're more likely to pick up a pregnant female than a male because of the way they migrate away from these groups.
What about ants? I see ants all the time still.
Ants, they're pretty typical. With fire ants, for example, it's monogamous.
Do we have those? Fire ants?
We do have European fire ant, but the real major one is down south.
That's what I thought.
Yes, but they're monogamous. It's typical one female to one male, and in the insect world, the males pretty much die right after mating, but that's their one whole purpose in life, so they are fulfilled.
Wow.
The female will continue to live for 5 to 7 years, and she will carry that male's sperm for her entire life, and it will survive that entire time.
Wow. Do
That
we want to
is so
stop
unique.
this? That's what I want to know now, because obviously we don't, these are food for things, we don't want less bugs, but how do we stop this? I don't want that in my house.
No,
yeah, let's prevent this.
Sir, absolutely. Well, when it comes to any sort of pest control in a home, it starts with the homeowner. The things homeowners can do, keeping clutter down. The less clutter you have, the easier it is to clean, the easier it is to find evidence of pests. So, for example, if you have house mice and they're pooping as they go along, you can detect that. And also reducing the areas where they can hide and take harborage. So reducing clutter. Cleaning up messes, right? You got grease spillage. Ants don't require a lot of food, nor do a lot of things. So cleaning up and also keeping your house tight. So if you have window screens that are torn, or door sweeps that are damaged, or vents, stuff like that, really need to be taken care of.
Yeah, we don't love this. We're going to call you.
Absolutely.
That'll be the deal.
Call
Thank you
Braman.
so much.
You're welcome.
Still to come on Bad